I'm a member of the Boundary 500 motorcycle group and got involved with the guys probably back in 2007, but it was originally started by an ex-police officer called Brian Laverick, who recognised the need of the service through an unfortunate incident with a gentleman called Dr. Rupert Bennett, who was killed and was actually someone deeply involved with the service itself. Brian recognised that the funding arrangements for the air ambulance wasn't quite as perhaps the public might expect, and they do need an awful lot of support from donations and sponsorship. So he started off the Boundary 500 originally, and he would encourage motorcyclists to do a charitable event where we essentially ride around the circumference of the area covered by the Great North Air Ambulance, which, spookily enough, is 500 miles. There's now a number of events that we actually carry out throughout the year. Most of them involve great distances, but we essentially have a number of different rides, one of which I actually did with Brian and 4 other colleagues back in May, where we rode around the circumference of Britain, around the coast, which is just shy of 3,000 miles in 5 days, which was a great experience, but it was also a pleasure to be able to raise quite substantial funds for the air ambulance at the same time. In terms of membership, they range anything from 16, 17-year-olds currently riding on L plates, learning the way, through to, I think the oldest one of the guys is in his late 70s, including my father, who's in his mid-70s, who still gets involved with the organisation. And you know, we're always trying to push ways in which we can promote the membership and actually grow. And really, the more people we can get involved in the Boundary is the more opportunity that we can get guys to raise money for the likes of the air ambulance. Since June 2006, the funds on the last count are in excess of £300,000 now. It's absolutely unbelievable how much has been raised in such a short period of time by purely people who are enthusiasts about motorcycling and raising a bit of funds. The Great North Ambulance Service themselves has very kindly put the actual logo of the Boundary 500 on the side of all 3 of the service helicopters, which is absolutely superb. You know, there's an awful lot of motorcyclists, unfortunately, suffer the consequences of having injuries whenever you're on the roads, and being a part of supporting a service which is a direct result of saving lives and just recovering people from terrible situations is fantastic. You know, we do feel a huge amount of pride in supporting the service.